evidence is there. There are students that studied here. There are universities around the world. There are students that have studied in public schools. There are students that have studied in private schools here. There are students that studied at home in this country that are back in their home countries or in other home countries studying what they need.
That's true. There's a lot of homeschooling.
It's happening all over the world. There are options for all these families. A lot of people, I know in, for example, Germany requires, they do not have a homeschool system. So Germany requires that a student be enrolled in a school, right? So all you have to do when you go back to Germany is submit evidence from the school that you attended back in the Dominican Republic. You submit that to them, and it's approved. It's not it's not this big scary process.
Right.
Make it out.
Okay.
And I just want families to know if you're a family who does not subscribe to the September to June schedule, maybe your job means that you travel the world and you want to take your kids with you, and you're worried about giving them education. There are services, there are schools that will help you do that. There's a great page on Facebook called World Schoolers.
World Schoolers.
World Schoolers. It's full of people who are on sailboats or who are the children are professional tennis players or actors. They have this very different education. Or one of the parents has a job that just they're going to have to be in Turkey 1 month. Next month they're going to be in Japan. And next month they're going to be in Australia. And they don't want to leave their family.
Right.
And they have this wild notion that taking their kid around the world is going to be different.
Yeah, definitely.
New message is received from Marvin from La Costera.
The internet, the internet has allowed for resources to obtain resources that you never could get in the past.
Right.
And so you feel like you're able, even if you're on a boat outside Indonesia, you're able to access the type of videos, textbooks, exams, any of the things, even lesson plans
right.
that you wouldn't have been able to get 30 years ago. You would have just only been able to find those in your local store that's tied to your local.
Right. Or
it's a very exciting time.
Like it is the social media, everything, or like Swiss Family Robinson. Back in my day, there used to be a show called that.
Right.
Homeschooling was just about the island.
Sure, but it's also
but it was great though.
But you use what you have there to teach, and I think that's a great example of how a parent could teach. But also that model is just that parent teaching, right? And that's just not the case anymore. You can find online tutors to teach that one subject area that you don't know. You can find resources where your child can participate in web chats with other people. You can do Skype and FaceTime. You can find a video series to talk about philosophy. You can submit essays to be graded by other people.
Very true.
There's just an enormous amount of resources, and for those families who do hang on to doing things like homeschool, or even educators who are looking for the maximum of the resources, you almost become like a curator.
Right.
Or a DJ or something. We're looking for all the best resources to get ready for your kids and not be stuck with the district book that's only available to everybody that's the only mission.
Right, exactly. And people can just go on and explore. Creativity, I think, is one of the main things that a lot of people are wanting to develop these days, because they're being encouraged to be different, especially on the internet, Instagram. They have those different challenges of craziness, and then challenges of no filter, no makeup, and so it's bringing people out of their shells. And I think that something like this, that helps a child from the bottom up, from the root, helps keep them planted in soil and fertilize themselves from what's around them, instead of looking for fertilization or acceptance from everyone else and how many likes they got or how many shares. And I just quickly, my I won't say who it is, family member's daughter she doesn't get a certain amount of likes on a picture, she'll take the picture down no matter how beautiful she thinks it is. And I said to her, don't do that. You think it's beautiful and that's what's important. But she's like, well, no, not enough people liked it, so it must not look nice. No, your vision of you is the most important. You know, make people like the photo or whatever. You know what? And she still does that till this day, takes down photos. Not enough likes, she takes it down.
Maybe she's got to broaden the base of people who see it.
Right. Yes.
I mean, boy, that's I think that's what most everybody remembers about school. High school,
Yeah.
To a certain extent, is the almost the number one priority is just to feel accepted.
Right.
You just wanted people to be okay with you, and you would do almost anything to do that. And I knew people who were, highly talented who would squash that talent because they didn't want to stand out. They just wanted to be part of the group. You knew people that were maybe very peace loving, but then they knew if I don't do one fight, in school life,
right.
Respect, so I gotta find somebody.
Right, I want to be tough.
Right. Boy, that I think one big difference for kids now from then is that the scope of who I could get to accept me or validate my ideas or that had shared interest with me was limited to my little town.
Right.
And kids now, if you're into your whatever, your thing,
yeah,
and you know how to find that community,
that's it.
You're out there. You don't feel alone.
Right.
That allows for that kid who is original, is unique, to understand that there are others, who may or may not have the exact same ideas, but are also thinking outside the box and doing stuff.
Right.
It gives them a chance to see that they're not so different, And that's one of the things we have to do here with this school is, a big reason that I will sit down with someone with Lisa for so long, or any other parent that comes by, is not only because I want to help them, but also because I want people to know that we're not this totally original thing here. There are schools like this all over the world. There are places all over the world that are doing aspects that we do. We might put them together in different ways that are somewhat original, but in a lot of ways what we're doing is the same as what's happening in Europe and Asia and Africa, North America and South America. So you just want people to feel like, okay, yeah, there are others. What I'm doing is legit. My child is getting something that's validated with there's other kids around the world that understand our experience. And I can rest easy knowing that not only did my family and I choose to change the way that we're living, but also we can let our child grow up in a different way that might not just give them the tools to do what we're doing, but they might go above and beyond because they realize what I realized much later in life, that there's something else out there.
Right.
If you teach a kid that at an early age, how does that shape, their idea of what they can do?
Right. Yep. Amazingly well. Amazing. I have one more question before we close out. Why? Why do you do all this?
Well, okay. When I was in college, when I first started working with kids, you work with young children. I was a teenager, and they put me with the youngest kids. That's just sort of how it does. Then I started doing some sports because I was a high school athlete, so I was working in sports with the kids. I got a job in college working in mental health, and I became a family counselor. I got involved in the juvenile justice system. I was working in youth detention centers, group homes with the population of students. Then I went off and taught adults in Asia, university in Vietnam and South Korea, an international school. I was teaching kindergarten. I went to Tanzania and I was doing I was the director of a primary school for first graders, kindergartners. I came here and developed the English program over in the same scientific Dominican students in high school. And so I never really got enough time in any one particular thing to shift the way I did it. But I got all of these different experiences. I got experiences with different age groups, different cultures, different needs. Kids with emotional behavior disorder, kids with learning disabilities, and then also gifted and talented students. You know, your average student from Atlanta versus, you know, this precocious teen from South Korea, or this kid who's from Ghana, whose family is a diplomat living in Tanzania. I mean, there's this wide variety of students, and for me, I do it this way because for me, this feels like the easiest way. I want to be honest in some ways. Like, if you want kids to do well, there's no way that you can be the only conduit to the knowledge. There's no you have to be a person who is there to teach fundamental skills, but also there to make sure that those students recognize that if they want something, it's on them. Right? So you have to create an environment where they feel empowered to go beyond whatever some minimal level is.
Right.
And they feel empowered to do that because they know that they had a choice in the direction they were going. Maybe that choice was limited. Maybe there's only 2 or 3 choices, but they did have some say. And when you get that, then you find that the kids who could have easily been an A- or B+ student, I'm sure, they go off and do something above and beyond what you asked for. In teaching a foreign language to a kid, you can put them in your class an hour a day, 2 hours a day. It's not going to happen unless they decide that when they walk out of that space, that's what they want.
Very true.
And so we put our energy into doing that, and that is how students find results. I mean, and the other thing is that from working in the inner city back in the States to being performing in all these different countries, I grew up as a white male in South Georgia. I was a normal kid, whatever. Family, both parents together, got a brother. But once I left and I could see what it felt like to be different, whether I was or not, I could clearly admit to be perceived to be different. And so if everybody's going to perceive you to be different anyways, then you might as well take advantage of that.
That's right.
And seek ways to do it the best way, because nobody has this expectation that you do it how they do it. They already look at you and see it, and do it some different way.
That's
so that
right.
just changed the way I thought, and I think I recognize that in the kids, and I care so much about seeing a kid recognize that they're not done in the 4th grade. If they're not, if they're not done. There's a path for them. Everybody knows a friend of theirs who got it together at 35.
Yeah.
And it's like, and they've got it together.
They got it right together.
Right.
They took a little time, but they got it.
They might have gone through some hardship, but they got it together. And if you know that, then you know that there's something else that's more important. Because we all know somebody who was the top kid in school who's not doing very well.
That's it.
So,
right.
What are we doing? Are we trying to drag kids year to year to go from 9th grade to 10th grade, and that's all we're doing is preparing them for the next level? Or are we trying to prepare them for something beyond?
Perfect.
For life. To find their own way to be happy. And I think that's how you have to evaluate education. If you want to go in every 6 weeks and check whether or not the reading level is improved, that's a valid piece of information, but it's not the only piece of information. And if the whole focus is on getting results like that in these short increments, then you have to go against your better instincts, which is to be healthy. It's a lot like dieting. If
Mm-hmm.
somebody told you we're going to evaluate whether this diet works in 1 week
Right.
or 1 month, you're going to do it in a way that is not sustainable and is not healthy.
Right.
Right? If someone
Starving
says we're going to
yourself
look at you
or
in 3 years and see if you've been able to hold it off, then you're going to make decisions about the
right.
things that you do that are going to work for you and they're going to last longer. And
Right.
That's a very analogous to how education is so
Right.
often.
And it gives you a little bit more room for trial and error as well. You're not just, like, okay, I got 3 months.
Of course.
Right.
And
Yeah.
if you can't feel as an educator or a student as a school that you can experiment, if you can't feel that, you can't try to be on the cutting edge of stuff, when you hear that something works in some other place, and you don't feel empowered to do that, well, that is frustrating.
Right.
And in a lot of schools, especially from where I'm from in the States, the decisions about how everything has to be organized and sequenced are made for you by someone who's not in the school building and usually not in the community and someone that's not in the state.
True.
And if you're not how can you make a decision in Washington, D.C. or Atlanta, Georgia, about what is supposed to happen in a particular space with a particular group of students? I understand some aspects of that, but if you tie kids' hands, tie schools' hands, that's one of the things that leads to teacher burnout, administrator burnout, student burnout, where people feel like, I've done everything I can and I've gotten to a place where the only reason we can't do it the way that we all know we should do it is because somebody who we don't know won't let us. And that's just frustrating.
Right.
That is very frustrating. So that's why things like homeschooling can be so empowering for families, because once they meet other people and they see that there's people doing other things, and I can make those choices. My family and I can choose to do a whole month of math and nothing else, and do it all at once and just go wild with it if that's what we so choose to do. Or we can choose to do everything based around our project-based learning. We can go on a trip. We can study history that way. I can use my talents as a photographer to teach my kids, art and math, whereas I wouldn't be able to do that otherwise. So when you feel empowered to do those things and you recognize that you're making decisions about education based on the kid and based on your abilities and based on the resources that you have, and that gives you this freedom. And Museo Cientifico in Salcedo was the very first public school that really had a lot of autonomy in how they operated here in the DR. And I think that's the key in why that school has been so successful, is that the directors there were given the ability to lead their teachers. They were given the ability to make some choices. And in large part because when they were looked at, they were thought of as different already. And so it was like, you're all different. Whatever. You're different, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And that feeling of like, let's you prove yourself, but we'll see how you go. We don't know what that is. We don't know how you're doing that, but we'll see how it works. Gave them the ability to do stuff the right way, like integrate Spanish literature and history, so that when you're reading, when you're studying history, you're reading about it. You're reading the authors who are writing about it, so that it's connected rather than being these two completely disconnected worlds that students don't understand.
I really love this interview. I'm gonna have to run. I wanted to show everyone the grounds, but what I'm going to do is get them to go on your website. Because do you have pictures of the grounds? And you have video and everything, right?
I'm the social media guy on Instagram and Facebook, so you can go check it
Good.
out. I'm doing it all the time, every day.
Okay, I'm going to encourage them to go online. Usually I would go around and show them, video or whatever, but you know what? I believe in synchronicity, and I think sitting here with you and talking to you from the alpha to the omega and getting all the information, I think is much more important. They can go on your website, look at the grounds, look at whatever videos you're putting up and everything, because again, you are very active on social media with your school.
We're here, we're right in front of the beach.
Playa Laguna.
It feels nice to come here every day.
I love this area, Playa Laguna. I'm going to start. I find apartments for people as well, so I'm going to start looking around here today as well. Tomorrow.
I think the road about 5 or 6 years ago, the road coming in was impassable, and so people wrote it off.
Oh.
But it was about 5 or 6 years ago.
Right.
And now it's just lovely. You just drive through the pasture and all this, the horses are there.
It is. And a lot of people don't know that there's an actual beach here and everything, right?
We're walking distance from a gym, from a water park.
Really? Okay.
I think Playa Laguna is one of the best beaches in town because it's one of the few places where there are no restaurants. There's nothing there. If you want to just go and have your space, you got to bring a cooler, but it's your space. You know?
I like that. Yeah, more peace. You can meditate if you want, yoga, play your own music. I like that. Paradise. That's right. So we're going to close out there, guys. Contact Sean, please. Isla Academy, ISLA Academy.com. All right, guys. And are you available on WhatsApp?
I am. The WhatsApp number is 829-340-7852.
Awesome, because a lot of my clients WhatsApp as well. Hey guys, WhatsApp, email, also website, Facebook. Check out Sean. He's all over social media, and your kids are going to be happy here. I'm going to actually put this on pause, but on my way out, I'll take some video footage anyway, just so they can kind of see. All right. All right, we're going to do the abbreviated tour, guys. Okay.
This is upstairs we're going to.
I like this too. Oh, look at this. Dr. Seuss in the house. This has a lot of detail. Pretty colors everywhere.
First and second grade classroom.
First and second grade. Hi, everyone. Oh, look at this. Oh, look, this is so pretty. Look at this. The colors on the wall. I need to come to school here. Learn Spanish, hola.
So here is our preschool. That's our, we call it La Casita.
Oh.
I think we're the only school with a swimming pool.
I think so. Look at this. Really? Look at this right here too, guys. Little knapsack area. Playground over here. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That's just like the Swiss Family Robinson.
Yeah.
Look at that. You have tires.
Uh-huh.
I want to get the full essence of that. Oh, that's so sweet. This is beautiful.
Yeah, we have this space and also the villa across the street. We also have 2 extra classrooms there. We're slowly expanding little by little.
Yeah. And I like this. Look at the wall over here. They got the feelings, the emotional wall. I love it. Aww.
These guys are selling landforms and they're building projects here.
These kids look happy. Hi.
This is my daughter here.
Hola. She's looking at her creation. Is that her creation?
I'm not sure. Is that yours?
Hi. That's beautiful. She's cute. Oh my gosh. Is she 4?
She's 6.
6. Okay.
It's a little reading.
Oh, nice. Look at that. So she was 2 when you guys started. Right.
This is a pre-K and kindergarten.
Okay. Kindergarten classroom here. I remember my nap time when I was younger. Hola. Yeah. And guys, you might notice too, lots of international children, right?
30 countries.
30 countries. That's a lot to be proud of.
That is a lot. It's a nice, you know, the majority, the vast majority of our kids are one parent Dominican and one parent from somewhere else.
Well, that makes sense.
That's a big...
Because they come and they have getting good relationships. Here's the office. Oh, library, guys. This is the library.
Yeah.
Hola.
High school teachers.
Right here, high school teacher.
No more than 2 per table.
Hola.
Spread out.
Here we go. Let's look at a classroom. That's a classroom. Oh, that's so cool.
When I call you for conferencing, bring your computer so you can have your research out.
There's the cool teacher.
No more, we're doing menu.
Hi, hola. This is awesome. They're learning Mandarin?
Those two students are doing an individual project.
Hola, guys. Okay.
They're actually getting pretty good at Mandarin.
This is for YouTube. Hi.
Three students?
Leia's doing it as well. She didn't go earlier.
Turns out when you want to learn something, baby.
We got more to do with the menu.
Yeah. This is awesome. Bye, guys. See, guys, they're really happy. And there's their pool. This is an amazing school. I'm like, how come this wasn't in Toronto? Look at this. And guys, the vibe out here is so amazing. I can't even begin to tell you how free I feel. Hola, camera. How free I feel out here. Oh, yeah. Now, did you have this playground made as well for the school?
We built all that.
So you guys built everything.
The building was here.
Yeah.
But it had never been occupied, so it was.
Ooh.
It was there, but it wasn't quite finished.
And it's so gorgeous. I mean, all the ceilings and everything. And what does that say? Whatever you do, take care of your shoes. And they leave them here. They're like, yeah, we're taking care of them.
This is our chef, Patricia.
Hola.
She's a vegetarian chef. She comes in
Oh,
every day
nice.
from 9 to 1 to cook our meals.
Really? That's awesome. So vegetarian menu, organic menu?
It used to be all vegetarian, but at student demand, we've integrated a few days per month of fish and chicken.
Little carne, little pollo.
Tomorrow is chicken.
Okay, and that's pretty good. So the menu is also very thought conscious and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
The menu is, it's one of the, when you think about, not only is the way a classroom looks or the school looks, the way the kids can dress, but what they eat is very important.
Yes.
And to get that feel, you can understand that people care about you and the food that you're being served.
Definitely. My dad was a Rasta. Bye, sweetheart. My dad was a Rasta. He raised me a vegetarian. And I raised my kids vegetarian until I had to do what you're... I felt I got that vibe from you.
Why we started it that way.
You're like, everyone's going to be conscious eaters. But no, my kids came home one day and said, we eat meat, Mom.
Yeah.
So cook it. And I had to start cooking it.
Well, the students are actually working on a project now to create a digital menu. So they went through the yearly menu. They picked their top 15 choices. They're working on the nutrition facts. They've done photography related to it.
Nice.
Putting out a beautiful restaurant quality digital menu. They've got to translate the food. They're doing the nutrition facts and a health class. This is an example of like how you can take a student idea and then create a project.
Yes.
I had a 15-year-old boy who came in and he had a suggestion about the meal, so I said, all right, it's yours now.
I love that. Okay, so one more question before I scoot out this gate right here.
No, you can see this as well.
You said people can come from the community next Friday, is it?
Friday the 15th.
Every 6 weeks?
Yeah, Friday the 15th is our next one. And then we have it every 6 weeks. It's on our website as the menu, or the calendar.
And that's the kids'
presentation
showing. Presentation, guys, you can come on in. All the kids will be showing their presentation. And these kids look pretty smart. Look at this. So this is gym class?
This is gym class, getting started.
Yeah. That was pretty good. Gee. All right, so we're going to show you guys and the beaches are great there, guys. Yeah. Right there.
We have this space too. You can show them the way out just a little if you need to. But this corner here is ours, and the whole front of this building is ours.
Oh, wow. Good for you, Sean. You're so young, and you're doing your thing, brother.
Getting older every second.
Every second, right. In age, but not in spirit.
This is Alexander. Let me introduce you to Alexander.
Hey, Alexander.
He does a lot of things here. Gardening was the first thing we met. But Alexander, one thing you should know is that he is the national stand-up paddleboarding champion in the Dominican Republic.
National stand-up. Let me get a good vision.
Look at him, man.
There we go. All right. So what is it that you do?
Stand-up paddle.
Stand-up paddle.
Yes.
Okay. And how long have you been doing that for?
A long time, like 10 years.
Oh, wow. And he's representing Isla. There we go. Very nice to meet you.
Languages. I'm not sure
3
what else.
languages?
At least.
Wow.
Sure.
Good
He's
stuff.
always got some secret there.
Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you very much for meeting you. And very nice for meeting you. My pleasure. I'm going to keep rolling until we get out so I can show them the front as well.
So, yeah, you can...
right here.
Where are you?
Okay. We're right here on the motorbike.
Okay. So, you can do a few things if you want in terms of leaving. You can go right back out.
Yeah.
You want to loop around the neighborhood.
Okay.
This is a square. You can see that grass straight ahead?
Yep.
That, if you turn left there, it carries you around. It carries you around back to the hotel there.
Okay, I was right there. Is that Grand Playa Laguna?
That's Grand Laguna.
I was there the other day. Yeah,
And
look.
the entrance to the beach is right here.
Oh, I
Even though
got
you
it.
can't kinda
Okay.
walk out, it's not an easy
Right.
walk that way. This is
Okay.
There's a path right there.
All right. Perfect. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep rolling. Let me just put it on pause so I get on the motor. Hey, guys. So, we're coming up the road now. It's this easy to get in. You go straight out the road and it takes you to the main highway. Right from Isla Academy.